Hi guys, good evening and welcome to Gradeup. My name is Harshmeet Singh and I welcome you all to a very interesting and an important session for all those who are preparing for the IAS examination. And not just the IAS examination. To be very true, we will be discussing some things in this session which are extremely important irrespective of whichever examination that you are preparing for. We will be discussing some of the best ways to memorize things, some of the best memory techniques that would help you in clearing this examination, which, as all of you know, is extremely tough and which requires a lot of hard work. Good evening to all of you, those who have joined in, guys. Hello, Abad, good evening. Hello, Pankaj, good evening. Hello, Akhil. Hello, Umesh, good evening. Hello, Vansha, good evening. Hi guys, hello, good evening to all of you. Hello, sweetie, good evening. Hello, Deepshikha. Hello, good evening to all of you. I hope all of you are doing absolutely fantastic. Also, with this session, I also have a new announcement to make. That announcement is that GradeUp is now starting a new course specifically for the prelims examination. We are coming up with a new course which is specifically targeted for 2021 prelims examination. We will be covering all the important topics from the syllabus. We will be covering current affairs, magazine, test series, etc. etc. And all of that will be covered in the 6-month period. At the end of the session, I will also show you the schedule of the new batch that is being launched for prelims only. You can see the schedule. It has only 2 classes every single day for 6 months, and we will be covering your syllabus. Good evening to all of you again. Hello Rajat, good evening. Hello Akshata, good evening. This video is going live on YouTube, also on the Gradeup IAS YouTube channel, and it is also going live on the Gradeup app. So wherever you are, wherever you have joined in, hi guys, I hope all of you are doing absolutely fine. So now, without delaying it any further, let's go ahead with the session today. Hello Tushar, hello Khushi, good evening to all of you, those who have come in here. Hello Lijat, good evening. Now, as I said, in this video, we will be discussing about some of the best ways to memorize things, some of the best ways to keep things in your mind. Hello Anmol, hello Kalaivani, hello, good evening to all of you. Now, remember the fact that the UPSC syllabus in itself is extremely vast. You have to read a lot of subjects in much detail. You have to read history, geography, you have to read polity, you have to read economics, science and tech and whatnot. And once you read all these things, it is important not just to read them but to retain them in your mind. Hello Kalaivani, good evening. Good to see you after a long time. Hello Anmol, hello Mugdha, good evening. Hello Mahima, hello Praveen. Hi guys, good evening to all of you. I hope all of you are doing well. Now, because you read a lot of things and because you have to remember a lot of them, that is why it requires certain special tricks, certain special techniques so that you keep each and everything in your mind. Now, let's see what can you do. First, use mnemonics. Now, what are mnemonics? As you know, mnemonics basically are short forms that you can make to remember something. And I will show you many examples of mnemonics. There are many students who use mnemonics to remember a lot of things. For example, students make mnemonics about the countries which are surrounding the Black Sea. Students make mnemonics about what are the countries which are members of ASEAN nations, which are the countries that are members of the SAARC nations, EU, etc. etc. Students make all kinds of mnemonics to remember a lot of things. You can remember a lot of things such as the hierarchical order, such as the chronological order, just by making mnemonics. So that is something that is extremely helpful. Now, you can also get mnemonics online. Hello Dhirima, good evening. Hello Devashish, Praveen, good evening to all of you. Now there are two ways. You can either make your own mnemonic, which is again very helpful for all of you. Or you can search online for mnemonics that other students may have made in the past. And both these techniques can work for you. You can either have mnemonics that you have made for yourself, or you can make mnemonics or get mnemonics online. And I'll show you some examples also. There are certain mnemonics that will work very well for you. For example, if you have to remember about the three main wisdoms that Jainism follows, the three Ratna of Jainism, you just have to remember KFC. Now, I know many of you would be fans of KFC, but that is not what Kentucky Fried Chicken is, not what we are talking about. KFC, K stands for knowledge, F for faith, and C for conduct. Quite ironic because Jainism follows strict non or strict vegetarian policy, but still, it does not really hurt to remember it like that. So if you are willing to remember the three Ratnas of Jainism, KFC is something that you can remember. K stands for knowledge, F for faith, C for conduct. Now, this is just an example of how can you actually make sure that you will remember certain stuff. Hello Muskan, Ajit, Rudra, good evening to all of you, those who have joined in. Abad, I will answer your question at the end. It's not important how I was feeling during my interview. It's more important about the knowledge that I want to share right now. So this is just an example. The other example is if you want to remember the chronological order of the Mughal rulers, which Mughal ruler came first, which came second, which came third. There's again a mnemonic BHAJSAB, Bhaj Sab or Bhaj Sab. B stands for Babur, H for Humayun, A stands for Akbar, then comes Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb, and it ended with Bahadur Shah Zafar. So these are again just certain examples of stuff that you can remember using mnemonics. You can make your own mnemonics or you can actually search many of them online. Hello Namrita, good evening. Hello Pooja, good evening. As I said, this session is going online live right now on the YouTube app on the YouTube channel of Gradeup IAS and on the Gradeup app also. So wherever you are watching, good evening to you, and I really hope that you take a lot of things away from this session. Let me give you some other examples. You all would have read history. In history, you all would have read about the first Anglo-Mysore War. How can you remember who fought the Anglo-Mysore War? Men, because many people fought the war, versus Hyder Ali. Men stands for Maratha, English, and the Nizams. Again, an interesting way to remember who were the people who fought in the first Anglo-Mysore War. And mnemonics don't just help in history, they help in other subjects also. For example, in geography, you can use the word Tariq to remember about the countries which surround the Caspian Sea. And interestingly, this question was asked in UPSC 2019 prelims paper. So as you can see, these are things that will appear in the examination and you would be able to solve them very easily. Yes, it was English means the Britishers. T stands for Turkmenistan, A for Azerbaijan, R for Russia, I for Iran, K for Kazakhstan. This is how you can easily remember the nations which surround the Caspian Sea. And as you can see, this was a question asked by UPSC in the 2019 paper. So it has a lot of relevance. Similarly, in geography, you also can use the word Holmes to know the Great Lakes of North America. This is again an important fact for world geography. Akhil, I will answer your question. I read your question. I will answer it at the end. You please, I can't stop my session between and take individual questions. So don't worry, Akhil. I will answer your question, but stay tuned till the end, okay? H stands for Huron. O stands for Ontario. M stands for Michigan. E stands for Erie and S stands for Superior. These are the Great Lakes of North America. So again, an example of how these things on mnemonics, small mnemonics can help you in remembering many things. Similarly, for international relations, if you are having trouble in remembering what are the SAARC nations, the only thing that you have to remember is MBBS, pain. Wherever there is MBBS, people who have studied for MBBS would know that it's a lot of pain that you have to go through. It's a painful course. So MBBS pain stands for Maldives, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, and Nepal. So again, this is a mnemonic which can be helpful. These are just examples. You can make your own mnemonics, of course. If you think that you have a better one, you can search for mnemonics online also. But these are certain examples that I'm sharing with you. Similarly, for science and tech, although you don't, I hope that all of you remember the order of the planets, but just in case you still have any confusion about remembering the order of the planets, you can always remember, my very energetic mother just served us noodles. M stands for Mercury, V for Venus, energetic is Earth always. M for Mars, J for Jupiter, S for Saturn, Uranus, and then Neptune. Similarly, Patna will help you in remembering all the missiles that India has under its integrated guided missile development program. P is for Prithvi, A is for Agni, T stands for Trishul, N for Nag, the anti-tank missile, and A is for Akash. There are many more that you can search online, and you will be told many of them in the class also when you join the Gradeup subscription course, and the teachers in the class will tell you all about how to remember many of these. The next thing that you have to remember is try to learn visually. See, there is a method to your learning. When you write anything in the examination, you will understand that there are photos that rotate in your mind. When you're writing something in the paper, many times you will try to remember the photo that was in your paper, or how you made a table if you had some correction that you had to make. Visual memory really helps a lot in remembering stuff. Whenever you are making notes, make sure that you make a lot of flowcharts, diagrams, you make some graphs, audio visual figures, etc., because this will help you in remembering. Now, this is for your notes. You can also do this when you're writing the mains examination, but when you're making notes, try to make sure that you actually inculcate a lot of content in the form of diagrams, graphs, visuals, etc. If you are making notes online on your laptop or on your notepad, then also try to paste some photos related to it. When you use photos, or when you see photos of some things, it has a much higher chance that you would remember that, and you would not have to go ahead and revise it time and again. So learning visually really helps a lot of students. Anmol, integrated means together. Integrated means साथ में करने का. Then creating a hypothetical story. Now this is also something which many of my students have done in the past. When you have to remember something, and if you can't make a mnemonic or a short form, try to make a story around it. For example, if you have to remember the viceroys of India in a chronological order, try to make a story such as: one cold morning, hungry Columbus reached India with light, warm milk. Now, this might seem like a funny sentence, but it will actually help you in remembering the chronological order of our viceroys. C M H C R I W L W M. Let's see how it works. C stands for Curzon, who was the viceroy when Bengal partition happened. Then came Minto, famous for 1919 Morley Minto reforms. Then came Harding, on whom there was a bomb that was exploded on Bombay, in Delhi. Then there's Chelmsford. Chelmsford Road is very famous road in CP. He was there during 1994 reforms, 1919 reforms. Then we have Lord Reading, Lord Irwin, who signed the famous pact with Gandhiji. Then we had Lord Wellington, Lord Linlithgow, he was there when there was the Second World War. Lord Wavell, famous for his Wavell Plan. And we had Lord Mountbatten. All of this can be remembered very easily in a chronological order if you remember the one sentence. One cold morning, Columbus reached India with light, warm milk. This is how you can make up your own stories, and you can try to remember these chronological order, which would be very difficult otherwise to remember. The next thing which all the teachers keep on telling and which students don't listen to is revise frequently. Revise as many times as possible. Try to revise as much as possible. Hello Arushi, Siddharth, Saurav. Hi guys, everyone on YouTube, everyone on app. I hope all of you are doing fine. Now, the more you revise, the better chances you have of retention. This is scientifically proven. See, I'll show you a graph. Now, this is not my graph, but I will show you my own graph. This is called Harshmeet Sir's graph. Okay. So this is called Harshmeet Sir's graph. Now I'll tell you what is my own graph. When you start reading, so this is basically the amount of study that you are doing, and this is the amount of confusion that you will have in your mind. When you start reading, the confusion starts to increase. The more you read, the more confused you will become. And there will be a time when your confusion will then start to fall down, and as you read more, the confusion will keep on falling down. That is a graph that is made by me, and I will try to patent it also. When you start your preparation, there will be a time when you think that you are just being confused, you're reading a lot of things and you're just being confused. But There will be a time very soon where you will reach a point where the confusion will start to decline. And after reaching that point, if you start reading more, you will only reduce your confusion. The problem is many students give up on this point, you give up on this point, many students give up on this point. If you are patient enough, and you go till this point, after this your life will become much easier, because then the confusion will start to drop down. In the initial few months of your preparation, the initial 3 or 4 months of your preparation, be ready to have a lot of confusion in your mind. But trust me, once that era ends, you will not be confused. Just stick till that point. If you want to reach this point quicker, make sure that you revise frequently. The more you revise, the better chances you have of retaining it, and it is scientifically proven. Something that is inculcated in your brain time and again will stick to your brain. Teach and discuss. Medini, yes, it depends on your schedule, but there is always, if you have kept, let's say, 12 months or 11 months for your preparation before the examination, you have started your preparation about 12 months or 11 months before the exam, you will have enough time to revise as well, and you don't need to worry about that. Yes, if you start your preparation only 2 or 3 or 4 months before the exam, then revision would be tough. But yes, for example, if you join the Gradeup Super subscription course, whatever will be taught to you in the class, you will have enough time to revise that at your place and then come back with your doubt. Try to ensure that you have discussed a topic with your friends. Make a study group. Make sure that when you understand a topic, try to explain it to your friends. Ask your friends to explain it to you. The best way of ensuring that you understand something is when you teach it. Make sure that you have a group of people who are preparing with you. Divide your labor. You read a certain topic, explain it to your friend. For example, there are 3 farm bills, right? Have a group of 3 people. One of them should explain the first farm bill to everyone. Second student should explain the second farm bill to everyone. The third should explain the third farm bill to everyone. Everyone should be able to teach and discuss it with each other to make sure that you are in a position that you have understood it so much that you can explain it to the others. So make sure that you don't read just for your own understanding. Make sure that you read in such a way that you can explain it to the others. रुद्रा, मेरा बफरिंग नहीं हो रहा है बेटा, आपकी तरफ से कोई प्रॉब्लम होगा. Keep your study sessions short. Don't keep on studying for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours thinking that today is the day I will clear the IAS exam today itself. No. Have a shorter study time. Study for 1 to 1.5 hours at max and then take a break of 15-20 minutes. Whatever you want to call it, some would call it chai break, some would call it chutta break, some would call it walking break, whatever you want to call it. But make sure that you take a break after every 1.5 hours and then take a 10-15 minutes break and then come back. Then again, extend your session at max for 2 hours and then again take a break. It is important to refresh your mind. See, if you have a laptop and you keep on working on your laptop, in the night you don't switch it off. You just shut it down. You don't shut it down. You just take down the screen and then you again start to work the next day. Your laptop will become slow. You have to refresh. That is why you have to give yourself a break. Most importantly, eat well and sleep well. See, the one thing that every aspirant has a competition for is time. You have exact amount of time that everyone else has. All of you have 24 hours. You cannot afford to fall ill, because even if you fall ill for 1 or 2 days, that would be a gap that you would not be able to fulfill and catch up later. That is why make sure that you take care of yourself. Sleep for 7 to 8 hours. It is a must. Don't think that I will only sleep for 3 or 4 hours. That is not how human body works. Sleep for 7 to 8 hours. Do some exercising, do some cycling, do some walking, running. Don't think it's a waste of time. Even having 30 to 40 minutes of your day in walking or running will help you a lot. Trust me when I say this. I've been through that cycle. Don't just stay in your room that I will only study and do nothing else. I will only leave the house when I become IAS officer. Don't do that stupid things. Okay? Come out of your house, walk, talk to people, and see if you can actually make sure that you will feel much better, breathe fresh air, and talk to other people with other ideas as well. Those who joined me on YouTube, good evening to all of you once again. Arushi, Siddharth, Pinky, Anu, Bharti, Priya, Shivansh, good evening to all of you. And those who joined me on the app, again, good evening to all of you. Hello, Shikha. I hope all of you are doing well, and I hope you found it useful. As I said, the Gradeup Super subscription service is on. You can take 24-month, 12-month, or 6-month subscription. This subscription will give you more than 11 structured courses and over 60 mock tests. It also comes with facilities such as expert faculty, complete coverage of your syllabus of the UPSC Civil Services examination, all the doubt resolution, and your individual report card. You will see how you are scoring in the test. Now, the reason why I am here is because Gradeup is now launching its very new comprehensive course specifically for the prelims exam in English medium. If you are planning for the 2021 prelims, this is a 6-month course in which in the next 6 months we will be covering your entire syllabus with just 2 classes every single day. The schedule is already out, so you don't need to wait for any schedule. This is the schedule where your classes will happen. You will have a class at 2 p.m. and you will have a class at 6 p.m. Only 2 classes, so you will not go at a very high speed. You would get enough time to revise everything. You get enough time to ask doubts. Enough conceptual clarity would be given in the classroom, and you would not have to wake up very early. So there are no classes at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. So you can wake up at your time, attend the class at 2 p.m. and then at 6 p.m. and the entire schedule will run like this. Classes will happen from Monday to Friday. On weekends, we will have special classes with India, Yearbook, Yojana, Kurukshetra, etc. Have special monthly current affairs and weekly assessments also. You can talk to our counselors on this number and they will help you out with any problem that you might have. One single Gradeup Super subscription will give you more than 11 structured live courses and 60 mock tests. 2021 prelims examination, EPFO, NCRT, all these modules are here in front of you, which you can actually join. These are the faculty members who will be teaching you. All of them are experts of their own field. Most of them appeared for the interview. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Just give me a second, okay? So these are the faculty members who will be teaching you. This is me, Harshmeet Singh. I teach polity. We have Abhishek sir, we have Kunwar sir, Rohan sir. All of these are experts of their own field. Many of them appeared for their own interview. Yes, Deepshika, the previous students can also enroll. It's within the Gradeup Super subscription. Every day we have a lot of free classes also. At 10 a.m. we have a free class where I take the 10 a.m. quiz where you can come and discuss questions. We discuss 5 questions every single day, as you know, from important magazines like India Yearbook, Yojana, Kurukshetra, etc. At 12 p.m. we have the daily editorial analysis. All these sessions, these ones are free of cost for anyone who wants to attend. We have free class for those preparing for EPFO at 5 p.m. We have a Monday to Friday free mini series at 7 p.m. that you can come and join, where we cover an important topic every single week. At 8 p.m. we have a free class on the Gradeup app. At 9 p.m. daily, we have a daily current affairs session taken at 9 p.m. by an expert faculty, which you can come in and join. Again, this is the phone number where you can call and talk to our counselors if you have any issues. That will be resolved very quickly. Another important announcement that I need to make, Gradeup is bringing to you the Gradeup Conclave 2020 this weekend on 19th and 20th of December. These 2 days we will have a lot of sessions where a lot of senior IAS officers, IRS officers are coming to talk directly to you and resolve all your doubts. Many of the faculties will also be taking these sessions. The sessions start at 3 p.m. These will go on till 8 p.m. on 19th of December. The last session will be taken by me, where I will be discussing tips to start your preparation. On 20th of December, again, you will have a lot of sessions starting at 3 p.m. by expert people coming from outside who are themselves IAS, IPS officers and have cleared this examination. The 9 p.m. session will be taken by me, where I will be discussing which is the best option for you to choose. You can enroll for the Gradeup Conclave free of cost. Thousands of students have already enrolled, and these enrollments are still open. Take advantage of this and make sure that you are here. Thank you so much for watching the video. Now I will take a few questions. Whatever question that you might have, please write them in the chat. I'll answer them. Okay, I have a question from Mugdha. Do we get these magazines from any store? Yes, Mugdha, you can get magazines from all the good stationery stores that have UPSC related preparation material. So you can get the magazines from there. Akhil, whatever your doubt is, please paste it again. It has gone quite okay. I have a question from Piyush. Piyush is saying how to manage between my graduation from university and the preparation of UPSC. See, Piyush, I'm not sure what's your schedule for the preparation. I'm not sure how much time do you get from your college, etc. So I can't comment on what your schedule is. But yes, if you are planning to write the examination this year and you don't have enough time, make sure that you give at least 2.5 to 3 hours every single day. I know it's not easy with a full-time college, but at least try to give 2.5 to 3 hours every single day and solve a lot of test papers, solve a lot of test series, so that you can make sure that you know what kind of questions are asked. Akhil is asking a question. I don't know where to begin. Months have passed. I don't have any orders, still jumbled up. See, Akhil, it's not that difficult, man. You don't have to read every subject every time, right? Start with a couple of subjects, start with history, start with geography, go with the NCRTs, read them for a month or so, solve some papers and see if you're confident enough or not. Then jump to the other subjects. Don't start all the subjects together. Start with a couple of subjects for 2 or 3 months, then jump to the other two and keep on solving paper. That will increase your confidence. Saurav, as of now, Gradeup is not providing coaching for optional paper, but that will be included very, very soon and you will be told about it. Mugdha is saying, I just passed class, I'm just 10 part, decided to prepare. Mugdha, you have a long time, don't worry, you just need to focus right now on your school and your college examination. Maybe once you're in first or second year of college, then you can start seriously preparing for this. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I hope it was helpful. Please do join the Gradeup Super subscription, enroll in the upcoming prelims course, and I will see you all in the class. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Good night. Akshita, no, just NCRTs will not help. NCRTs is just the beginning.